Alright, so it's time to try out the Mega Gengar EX that just came out. So as I mentioned in my video where I got the deck, that the Mega Gengar and several of these cards actually belong to the Phantasmal Flames expansion, but the Mega Battle decks for this and Mega Diancie both released, and so we got them a day early in Pokemon TCG Live. So we get to try out some of these Phantasmal Flame cards early. So we'll talk through them a little bit more in here than I did in that video, starting with Mega Gengar. So the big thing, of course, is the ability. If one of your Darkness Pokemon is knocked out by damage from an attack from your opponent's Pokemon EX, that player takes one fewer prize card. The effect of Shadowy Concealment doesn't stack. And apparently there's a glitch going around that it does stack, so we'll see if that comes into play in any of our matches. But I just want to try it out because it's a Mega Gengar and the card is pretty cool. So with that, effectively your 3 prizers become 2, your 2 prizers become 1, and your 1 prizers become 0 as long as it's knocked out by an opposing EX. And then we got the attack Void Gale, 230 damage, move an energy from this Pokemon to one of your benched Pokemon. And so that's a decent amount for just 2 energies, but I think for the most part you just want to keep this guy on your bench, so we'll see if we end up actually using that at all. Okay, and then the supporting cast leading up to it. So this is the new Ghastly, 70 HP, 1 energy for the Petty Grudge, so this is searchable with Buddy Poffin. Your Haunter here, Spooky Shot, 100 HP and attacks for 1 energy. And then the promo that you get with the deck is this one. So that's a nice card. Alright, and then let's look at the other guys. So the other big thing in this deck is the Toxtricity. So Sinister Surge, once during your turn you may use this ability. Search your deck for a basic Darkness energy card and attach it to one of your bench Darkness Pokemon. Then shuffle your deck. If you attach an energy to a Pokemon in this way, place 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. So his attack, 3 energies for Gentle Slap. You generally just want to leave this guy on your bench and use it for that energy acceleration. And then there's the Toxel that it evolves from. That Call for Family is not bad. Search your deck for up to 2 basic Pokemon, put them on your bench, then shuffle your deck. And then I think either your secondary attacker or your primary attacker is going to be this Seviper. We'll see how it plays out. But Excited Power. If you have any Darkness Mega Evolution Pokemon EX in play, attacks by this Pokemon do 120 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon before applying weakness and resistance. And so Pitch Black Fangs, 120 damage for 3 energy, not great, but if you boost it to the 120 by having the Mega in play, so if Mega Gengar's in play, now it's hitting for 240, that's not bad. The other Pokemon we've got in here, we've got a Sableye, Cocky Claw, 20+. If you have any Stage 2 Darkness Pokemon on your bench, this attack does 70 more damage. So 1 energy, 20 plus 70, it's not great. And then last one, Eternatus, Shatter for 2 energy, 50 damage, discard a stadium in play, or Power Rush, 130, flip a coin. If tails during your next turn, this Pokemon can't use attacks. So also not great. And let's look at the trainers. They are mostly old. We do have a couple of new things here. So here we go, Dawn. So search your deck for a basic Pokemon, a Stage 1 Pokemon, and a Stage 2 Pokemon. Reveal them and put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. That is awesome. Of course, you know, in most cases, you're not going to be able to use that entire 3 all at once unless you're getting from different lines. But let's say if you've got your Forest of Vitality in place and you search out an entire grass line, then you would be able to evolve those all at once. The other thing here is Grimsley's move. Look at the top 7 cards of your deck and put a dark Pokemon you find there onto your bench. Shuffle the other cards and put them on the bottom of your deck. You can't use this card during your first turn. So this would let you put in a Stage 1 or even a Stage 2 looking at you, Mega Gengar, and put it directly on your bench without having to evolve. And then the other new card in here is the Punk Helmet. If the Dark Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, even if this Pokemon is knocked out, place 4 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Alright, so this is the base deck. This is how it comes. You got your other standard supporters, Arven, Boss's Orders, Ultra Ball, Nest Ball, etc. We're going to try it out at least once, see how it goes, although I can already see some things that I want to change out. Alright, let's give it a try. Alright, let's get this underway. Opponent win the coin flip as deciding who goes first. I will go first. I still don't know if I want to go first with this deck. And I have no basics, so first hand is a mulligan. Okay, and here we've got a Ghastly. Gosh, and a full hand of supporters too. Okay, and so on the other side we've got Monkey and Toxel. So they are also using some of these new cards. So I'll grab my Toxel. And that's all I can do. Going first with a handful of supporters that are not Carmine. Not great. They grab the Nest Ball and an Air Balloon. Let's see what they're bringing in. Oh, Badoo. Okay, so I'm about to get item locked. Second Monkey. And the Itchy Pollen. Okay, Grimsley's move. But I don't know what's on top of my deck. I don't want to risk that, so we're just going to go with the Lilies. It's the safer play for sure. Let's do the other Toxel. Okay. Yeah. Okay, they discarded a second balloon and the Pheasantipity in order to get the Toxtricity. And now they can accelerate the energy using its ability. Okay, and there comes the Adrenabrain. Which I know when the Toxtricity was announced, that was kind of the big partner they named for it. Damage yourself, move the damage over. Okay, I'm still item locked, but I can use Arven. And yeah, let's try out this Punk Helmet. Because if it hits me, it's going to knock itself out, and then I'll be free to use items. But I want to switch in this Toxel so I can call for family. Yeah, we'll just go double Seviper. Yeah, double. They are Sinister Surging again. They keep powering themselves up, so I'm guessing they must not have anything better in their hand. And there it is. I get Itchy Pollen, but Punk Helmet knocks him out. Oh yeah, and it's my turn. Although, I am item locked for one more turn. So where do I put this energy? It's literally the only thing I can do. And sure, Playful Kick. That's 40 damage. Oh yeah, they didn't have anything. Oh, and we got a Mega Absol. So now the Sinister Surge will go over there. And now they have a choice to make. They can either Adrena Brain from the Absol or from the monkey itself. Okay. Oh, okay. And they also had the Zerosic. That's fine. I'll keep these. Now they have an empty hand. And they don't have anything that can attack. Just one energy. One monkey with energy, I should say. So let's Lilies. Let's see what I've got. Ooh. So I can evolve this. And I can evolve that. And yeah, I can go ahead and attach this to him and use Sinister Surge. So that next turn, I'll have Mega Gengar online. And Monkey is weak to me. I mean, even if it wasn't, I could do enough to knock it out. But that is our second prize. Oh, and they top decked a Lily. That, probably one of the best cards they could have gotten. That or a Research. Okay, second, another Sinister Surge, so that makes it 2 energies on the Absol. And it is also down to 240 HP. Okay, they're also running the Seviper. They've also got the Pecharunt. Okay, and they've got the Counter Gain. And what's nice is they did get damaged by that Punk Helmet in order to discard a card from my hand. Luckily, I had 2 Mega Gengar, so it didn't really matter that they discarded one. Honestly, they probably should have gone for the energy, because if they knock out my Toxtricity, and I don't have the energy to attach manually, I would have been stuck without an attacker. So that was a mistake on their part. They just probably went, ooh, shiny, and chose that. Alright, so now we're even on prizes. But we are about to not be. Attach. Evolve. And let's go ahead and Artisan. And I'll get another Ghastly, because those other two honestly are garbage. Iono. I can increase my hand before I take prizes. And let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do this so I can have a Toxtricity online. And we'll Sinister Surge to a Seviper so I can have a backup attacker. And Void Gale. And I gotta move an energy. Here you go, buddy. And that's 3 prizes for me. Alright, and that is not a bad hand. Because I can attach to Mega Gengar and attack with it. He doesn't have anything that can survive it. Yep, there he goes. Opponent conceded. Well, did not expect to win this one. Fully expected to lose with the out-of-the-box deck, but the draws went my way.